Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Audi Wesley Chapel, and if you like performance SUVs, I got one for you. This is the all-new 2020 Audi SQ8. But before we dive into this performance SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. So just recently, the Q8 was added to Audi's lineup, and if you know their numerical system, you would have thought that this being a Q8 would be larger than the Q7, but it is not. This is more of a performance-oriented, even as a Q8, but we have that next trim level up. So the way it works is you have your gateway into this model. That's going to be the Q8. We now have a performance version, the SQ8, and then if you want to go full tilt, that's going to be our SQ8, which will be coming to Rady's Rides very soon. Now what's interesting is that this sits on the same platform as the Lamborghini Urus. Remember, Volkswagen Group owns Audi, owns Lamborghini. So if you're looking for almost like a value price Lamborghini Urus, this SQ8 might be the perfect performance SUV for you. So let's go ahead, let's dive in and see if we could answer that question. Is this a value priced, is this a bargain price Lamborghini Urus? Right off the bat, the styling. If you notice how they do their body lines, very strong, very powerful, very prominent. Say that 20 times fast. The lines go right down the side, looking great. Headlight setup, super clean, super Audi. You have full LED headlight, daytime running lamp, and turn signal. You can see how the grille actually interlocks nicely with the headlight housing. We work our way down, what do we have? We have functionality. So when you go SQ8, you're gonna be getting extra performance, but you're getting functional venting on both sides of this vertical divider. I like the flat gray finish that they have and a little bit of gloss black, and everything is integrated perfectly into the front fascia. They didn't stick on a bunch of winglets and canards and all that. Now, as we come across that iconic open grille, you do have the auto union badge in shiny chrome. I'm thinking that it would have looked a lot cleaner if it was gloss black. And I believe that that's an option that you could get to have that gloss black, but you have your forward-facing camera, these gloss black vertical slots, and then look how large the openings are. I could literally take my hand and squeeze it in there. SQ8, there's our badge. When you see that S badge, you know you're gonna be getting performance. Wait until we have the RSQ8. That's gonna just blow your mind. Work your way down, gloss black. We have that flat gray finish on this lower area just to help with aerodynamic aid, but from one side to the other, boy oh boy, if this was coming up in my rearview mirror, I'd wonder what the heck is it? Very aggressive. When we get up onto the hood, it actually fits flush with that top grille. Two simple lines, that's all you need, and the rest is gonna go right towards the A-pillars. Now when we're coming around the bend, I hope you like big wheels. If you like big wheels and you can't deny, check it out, these wheels with your eyes. This is a 22-inch wheel, machined aluminum. It is an Audi Sport branded wheel. Now the tires, you're looking at 285 on the width, 40 series sidewall. We have it in dynamic mode, which means that the suspension is in the lowest setting. You could put it in off-road mode, it's actually gonna raise the suspension. So that's the kind of adaptive technology and suspension lift system that this SQ8 has. Calipers. What are we talking about here? SUV, look at the size of those calipers. They look like they came off a Le Mans prototype race car. Massive with the S badge. I like the way they're gloss black, and that rotor over 15 inches in diameter, two-piece. So it's two-piece and ventilated, which means it's gonna get rid of the heat very, very well, and you're gonna be able to have great rotating mass because it's less weight having a two-piece rotor than having a solid rotor. But the wheel setup looking good, the amount of gap, I love the way everything is painted all the way around the fender. We go down the side, you're gonna get gloss black on your mirror caps, very, very low roof line. And then one thing I always like to showcase is how you have the frameless glass, just like on the Lamborghini Urus. Very, very nice touch. There's something a little bit different than what you find on pretty much any other Audi SUV or just SUVs in general. Closes nice, little bit of gloss black trim. Everything else is nicely wrapped underneath. We keep working our way. Look at the high belt line here. You have this high, strong belt line, and then you have these other body lines that kind of come in, fade away, and then come back again. Nice with the fuel door, that nice angle. You have very, very low roof rails, flat black roof rails. Also a very, very low roof spoiler coming off the back. But when we get to the rear, the tail in the business, you can see you still have that great classy taillight style. Full LED taillights. We drop our way down, you're gonna have these chrome quad exhaust trim rings, actual exhaust behind there, it's not blocked off. And then you're gonna have this flat gray all the way across, simulated diffuser. Yes, you could tow with your SQ8, and very, very tasteful. They do a great job at Audi with the badging. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering this performance SUV. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You have massive hood struts. Underneath that hood, unfortunately, there's a lot of plastic, but you do have very, very tasteful engine cover here with a little bit of red, but wish you could see just a little bit more of what's going on there. But we have a 4-liter twin turbo V8, 500 horsepower, 568 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, we're getting power to the ground through Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. The vehicle weighs around 5,000 pounds. And guess what? You can do your towing, and boy, oh boy, aren't you gonna get to wherever you're going a lot faster. And you can actually tow up to 7,700 pounds with this vehicle, which is mind-blowing. But you know what? It's nice. I like the way Audi doesn't just say Q8 and RS Q8. It's nice to have this S model for those who want a little bit more performance but don't want to break the bank. But why don't we fire up this 4-liter V8 twin turbo engine and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 SQ8. I know you're at that point. You're like, Joe, you're talking price. I know how much a Lamborghini Urus is going to cost. I know how much an RS Q8, once it hits dealerships, is going to cost. How much is this SQ8? The way that it's optioned, you're looking at right around $99,000. Let's see what you get for the money to the door panels. Now, of course, you're going to get soft touch material, loving the carbon fiber, brushed aluminum silver. Back of door panel has Alcantara suede material. Armrest is as hard as a rock, but it is wrapped in leather. You do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system and a very, very deep door pocket. Not very wide, so you maybe could get a Chipotle burrito and a bottle of water in there to wash it all down. Now, when you get to the dash, love the stitch work, beautiful material. A little bit too much gloss black for my taste, but I do like the Quattro badge, and I'm loving the carbon fiber. Very, very nice touch. You have that split screen setup, 10 inches up top, 8 inches on the bottom. Of course, it's really easy to get into all your different drive select information. Right now we have it on dynamic, which is that sport setting. That's going to lower it. You put it in any of the other settings, it actually is going to raise, and it actually shows you. It's got a little gauge there to let you know where you are in your height. Of course, when it comes to navigation, you could have it here on your main screen, or you could have it here in your virtual cockpit. But look how clear it is. That's Audi Wesley Chapel. I was actually standing outside, and Victor was able to see me on the infotainment system. I'm going to throw it into reverse so you can see backup camera. Very, very clear. You got your 360, easy to use, trajectory and everything, which is a great plus. You work your way down. All your AC controls are right here. Now, it may be a little cumbersome, but you know what? Ventilated seats, easy to find, heated seats. You got your AC controls. Just takes a little bit of time. You'll figure it out. Start, stop button, tastefully done. 2 cup holders and a 12 volt, but why is there no lid here? I would like a lid that says SQ8. So I am gonna zonk that. Shifter, like the perforated material, that's gonna control that 8-speed automatic. Look at the silver, look at the carbon fiber. Another hard armrest. Can anybody buy me a soft armrest in an Audi product? It's funny how hard it is, but open it up. You got wireless charging. You got your one spot for a race win and Twinkie. You could have some breath mints over here. So if you're gonna kiss somebody and you got Twinkie breath, you'll be able to take care of that. Very, very nicely done. But really, really easy to use, and it actually slides, which is great too. Look at that, it actually goes up and slides back. Seats though, right out of a race car. One piece back. Love the S badging going on here. All the beautiful diamond stitching, the pleated material. Nice size bolstering, of course, power assist for the passenger and the driver. And then we gotta have a panoramic sunroof just to let a little bit more light in, especially with the darker interior. Easy to use, one touch. But why don't you come over to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this SQ8. All right, guys, business time. You do have 2 memory seat settings, which is nice. Surrounded by that carbon fiber, very tasteful, and I love this Alcantara. It's like petting a little kitty cat. You have your S badge, nice aluminum, welcome you in, and then check out the size of that dead pedal. That's what I'm talking about. Allow you to brace yourself as you go through the twisty bits, digging also the brushed aluminum brake pedal and throttle. You got your seat controls, easy to get to. Steering wheel, I wish it was a flat bottom and I wish it was a little thicker. I'm sure maybe some of you have heard that before, but would have been nice to have a flat bottom steering wheel. Would have been nice to have a little bit more thickness, but I like the different types of leather and the S badge. If you notice, this is the grille shape with that Auto Union, the Audi badge there. You have small plastic paddles. That's another zonk that go up and down that 8-speed. For 100 grand, I want some metal. I want some magnesium. I want some platinum. I want some type of metal, maybe 24 karat gold paddles to go up and down the 8-speed automatic. But that virtual cockpit is to die for. You got your full navigation in there. If you want to change the view, you can. Look at that. All by the press of a button. Super clean, super clear, and a head-up display, which is great. Speaking of head, I got plenty of headroom in here, and then we got back seat that we have to check out. So let's go ahead and check out the back seat. All right, guys, come on into this Lamborghini Urus. I got you, SQ8, but boy, oh boy, it's the same exact thing, and boy, oh boy, do you have lots of room back here. Plus, the seats back here slide, which is wonderful, and they're also gonna recline, which is great. Headroom, not compromised one bit. I'm 6 feet tall, no matter where I sat, and I've sat everywhere in this vehicle, my head does not touch the headliner, which is great. The zonk, plastic, cargo nets. What happens if your kids play with knives? They're gonna rip this right off. Hopefully they're not playing with knives, but if they do, this is gonna get torn to shreds. You got your AC, nice, simple touch controls, heated seats, no ventilated seats, 12 volt and 2 USBs. Plenty of leg room, like I said, I didn't even move the seat. And then armrests, papers. I got papers. You have your cup holder, kind of bizarre. Only Audi put the cup holders like that, but the nice thing is you do have a lot of real estate for your arms and whatnot. Let me put these secret papers back. And then you have that beautiful stitching as well on the back seats. The back seats are comfy. Let's check out the cargo area though and see how much room we have in this SQ8. All right, guys, time to get into the cargo area. You just push the button, nice electric assist. It does have a thicker rear bumper area, but boy, oh boy, once you get past that, plenty of room. The seats are gonna do a 60-40 split. You got LED lighting, nice wide opening, also nice tall opening. So that's another perfect setup to make this a usable everyday vehicle, which obviously any SUV should be usable, but having the tow capacity, 7,700 pounds you could tow with this, 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds. I don't know about you, but if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go find out what the performance of this SQ8 is all about. All right, guys, we left Audi Wesley Chapel. We're in the, almost said it, but it's not, we're not there yet. SQ8, not the RSQ8, SQ8. Really want to kind of show its potential, especially for this price point. But let's see how she is on throttle. On throttle, 8-speed drops down, 500 horsepower. Nice. Holds a line great. Brakes feel phenomenal, as you come to expect from those maximum size. Look at that. Love the feedback I'm getting to the wheel. Of course, that Audi Quattro system is going to keep us planted. And that twin turbo V8, you're not really waiting for boost, that's for sure. All right, guys, I put it into manual shift mode, first gear, from a dead stop, giving it some throttle. On throttle, here we go. Nice! Fast shifts. Brakes feel good. Yeah! Wow, this thing is a beast. This is a beast of an SUV. I tell you, the way that Quattro system, it's like you're just clawing. The vehicle's just clawing at the asphalt. Very balanced, felt good. I almost was able to get just a little bit of pivot from the back. I feel like with a little bit more time behind the wheel, this SUV will dance with you all day long. And what a nice balance between price and the performance that you're getting. Because like I said, RSQ8 is definitely going to cost more, and the Lamborghini Urus, well, that's well over $200,000. So putting everything into perspective, this does bring a lot of performance. The 8-speed, the paddles shift very quickly. I just wish they weren't plastic. The plastic kind of ruins the overall feel of it, and they're not very large either, which is another downfall. But let's do another acceleration test here. Manual shift mode, dynamics setting, a little bit of throttle. Here we go, on throttle. Golly. Like the sound of the exhaust. You just rock it off of the turns. Rock it off the turns. Look at this. I would love to take this to the Nürburgring. Even though it's not even an RSQ8, this SQ8 is bringing it and bringing it big. Wow, you feel like you can't do any wrong. You literally feel like you can't do any wrong with the Quattro system. The sound of the V8, every time it shifts, you get a nice little bark from the back. Boy, oh boy. And then at the end of the day, these seats are comfy. Nice leather everywhere you're touching. The Alcantara material is wonderful. The carbon fiber. Would have been nice to have a flat bottom steering wheel. Would have been nice to have a thicker steering wheel, but I know what they want you to do. Audi wants you to go buy an RSQ8 because not only are you going to get those little touches, you're getting even more horsepower. But boy, imagine picking up your kids from school in this. I'd want to be picked up by my parents. They have a car like this. Plus, you're going to get to the school faster than any other parent, no matter how twisted the road is. That's what's phenomenal about it as well. Absolutely mind-blowing here. But pulling out into the highway, here we go. Unbelievable, this thing. And it just keeps building more and more speed. That's what's phenomenal about it. Here we go. Nice. Look at this. Great. The feedback is what helps with confidence. So you can just go through just like that. Look at that. Really, really nice. Really nice. I'm so glad we were able to get behind the wheel of this one, really showcase the capability of it, showcase what the potential is and what you're getting for the money. But we're back here at Audi of Wesley Chapel, so we're gonna wrap this one up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another wonderful day here at Audi of Wesley Chapel. Definitely gotta thank Adam, Chris, Mike, the whole crew getting us this all new model from Audi. It really showcases that they really do performance like none other. And it's also wonderful to see that, hey, if you have aspirations of a Lamborghini Urus and you can't swing that higher price tag, boy, oh boy, are you getting a lot of vehicle, a lot of performance in this SQ8. But if you want to keep seeing performance SUVs on Ready to Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ready to Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Ready to Rise merch. Got to get out to Victor. Even though he loves BMWs, he's got a little soft spot for Audis too. So hopefully he won't sell his BMW. If he does, I know a lot of people, especially you guys watching, will probably want to buy it. So thank you, Victor, for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.